It's training camp season. Today we're looking at the Chargers. We're getting a good look at Tre Harris. We're going to watch him work through some drills, run some routes, catch some balls, everything else. Before we dig in though, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're looking at your favorite players every day at practice. We're looking at your rookies, guys from your favorite team. Also, those position battles. And those guys you're getting ready to draft in fantasy football. Click that button. Be in the know of what your players are doing behind the scenes. Know who's climbing that depth chart. But we're looking at Tre Harris today. Also want to start off, thank you, Chargers fans. You guys are saying a lot of nice things in the comments. I'm working hard to get to your players. There's a lot of players in the league I'm trying to get to, but I'm really working hard for you guys, considering how much love and support you guys have showed me. So I really want to thank you guys. I got 3 minutes of clips here. I'll have another video with more clips on Tre Harris, I promise you that. Marin Hampton, some of the other players, Keandre Lambert-Smith, just a lot of your players. Gadsden, when I get more clips on him. So here we go. And I just want to talk about Tre Harris. Tre Harris was a prospect we were talking about during draft season. And the one thing that stands out is the hands. How sticky they are. You will see this in this video. I put these clips together a little bit ago. You'll see how sticky those hands are. How they pluck balls right out of the air. There. Just getting it. He's having a good camp. I think the Chargers did very well rounding out this depth chart. Getting Herbert some weapons. And his pushing Quentin Johnston. He's been having a good camp. One thing I noticed compared to other years, but really contextually, I'm looking at the clips, so I could be off here, but right in the beginning of camp, they were getting after it. 11 on 11s, 7 on 7s. They were getting after it. Where the first couple days of practice, it was looking more like minicamp and OTAs with drills, where they're still doing drills, but usually the clips, like when QJ was a rookie, it was just toss up, go get it, toss up, go get it. It's been a lot more aggressive. Last year, they slowed down on the clips a little bit during training camp. Harbaugh's first year, I understand. But this year, they're letting it fly, and it's good to see. There he is coming back to the ball. Strong hands. He's going to be good down the boundary. It's going to be great down the boundary. You guys lost Palmer. He went to the Bills. He's been a steady asset for the team for all along. And now you got a new wide receiver here that can fit that mold. And I want to talk about Keandre Lambert-Smith for a short bit. He'll have his own video soon. I've had a few videos on him already with his clips. That was another gem in this class that I was watching late. And we were doing mock drafts. If you like the draft, if you like mock drafts, you need to follow, because January, February, March, going into the draft, every Sunday I drop a 7-round mock draft. Every Sunday, and I just draft for 4 teams for a division, and I do the whole draft. It takes about an hour. And every time, it was Keandre Lambert-Smith and Gadsden was falling in the PFF mock draft simulator. And every time I would be excited to draft those guys. Those were 2 late-round picks I was excited to put on teams. And Chargers got both of them. Both of them can be very productive. Jalen Reagor's back there. He had that huge catch in the beginning of camp. Jalen Reagor, first-round wide receiver. He had an interesting story to his career. Remember, he popped his shoulder, got hurt early, had a friend die, brother die, started his career. I think a lot of people give him too much flack. I think that's what they say. Flack is the term for that. I think give people grace in their life. He sounds like a good guy, good person. There's Herbert. But I think what you added here, a wide receiver here that can stretch the boundary, alongside of what you already got, Ladd McConkey's always going to be the dude. Ladd McConkey's your stud. He's going to have a 25+% target share. He's going to be elite for a long time. He fits this mold. And you're looking here at Harris. He fits this mold as well. And really, when you look at what Harbaugh's doing here, it's a lot like Michigan. And Michigan's still doing it. is they get a lot of lunch pail players who can excel at all facets or very gritty and tough-minded. You're seeing it like on some of these plays here with Harris right there. Bam, over the middle, big catch. Gritty, tough-minded player right here. Strong hands. He had that one catch at Ole Miss back of the end zone. Try to find that clip, just bringing it down. He's going to have a good role in this team. Quentin Johnston been stepping it up. And a lot of people give him flack due to the drops during his rookie season. But the thing is, players can get better. Give them an opportunity to get better. Like, he's shown that he's gotten a little bit better from year 1 to year 2. What if he gets a little bit better from year 2 to year 3? What if it's just a progression for him? It's something you don't normally see. Usually a player is like feeling things out and then all of a sudden it's blast off or nothing. Maybe he's just gradually getting better. He produced early, market share wise, like over a 20% market share of his team's passing production early in his career with an early breakout age. Like, there's some indicators with his metric profile, like this is a prospect that you should latch onto. Maybe he just needs a little bit more time. But you also got a lot of players here to round it out. So if you don't want to keep him long term, you got Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and if those guys really turn it up, you can keep this roster a little bit cheaper. Marion Hampton's going to be huge. And these wide receivers stepping up is going to be huge for Marion Hampton. It's not just, hey, Harris catch ball, run with ball. It's like, hey, he's a threat along with Ladd McConkey, along with QJ, if he's stepping up and developing even further. Keandre Lambert-Smith being a threat. And now you can't stack boxes. You got to spread it out more. And you can run up the gut with a Marion Hampton with Lesser in the box while you're feeling things out with the offensive line and everything. Like, there's still some things you need to build, but you can use these strengths you added to help fix that for the short term and help get better, especially as you get through the season and attrition hits. Attrition hits about 90 to 95% of the teams out there, if not all of them, every year. And being well-rounded there on this depth chart with young talent is immaculate. They are young at wide receiver, and they got good talent at wide receiver. What I like about Tre Harris is very dependable. Very dependable. And for fantasy football this year, I don't even know if he still has ADP anymore. I'm not seeing him on the underdog chart as much. I don't know if he still has ADP anymore. It's kind of log-jammed right now. He's a guy you're going to pay attention to off the waiver wire. I bet you we're talking about him in our waiver wire series this year. I bet you starts getting those opportunities. I bet you this is a team that a third wide receiver you can use as a money ball play depending on the format and what's going on with your league, your roster construction, and what you're doing with your lineups that you're intrigued with. This is a team that you could do that with. I expect them to use the running backs pretty heavy, but that doesn't mean things are going to be ultimately slowed down either. And this is a wide receiver dynasty-wise that's going to grow into his role. He's at a good price that over time. And QJ, long-term, that's what you're watching. But this is a wide receiver that has some upside. Also, Keandre Lambert-Smith. They're going to be rocking multiple wide receivers. They got a lot of talent. They did a good job. Gadsden, I'll have video out on him, but he's solid. I want to talk about him, but he's pretty much a big wide receiver at tight end. Former wide receiver during high school. Built up for it. But this is a tight end prospect you need to pay attention to. I'm excited about the Chargers. I'm excited about how Harbaugh's building this team. I like watching how teams come together throughout the transactions and the draft and watching how this team's coming along. It's going to be fun to watch. That whole AFC West is going to be very fun, and I think there's going to be a lot of dog fights here in the future. You see the Broncos coming up. The Raiders are interesting on how they're building. I think they're going to need a little bit more time. I think the Chiefs are going to get pushed more, which is something we need. We need the Chiefs being pushed. We need more of that. I think that will create more fun football. I think the Chargers, with how they're rounding things out, and over some time, which that time could be now. That could be now, honestly. They could be making a push. But a few more selections that hit, a few more players that hit, it's over. They're going to start that Harbaugh dynasty. But this is the catalyst to the Harbaugh dynasty. The Harbaugh dynasty is coming. Tre Harris is a part of it. Keandre Lambert-Smith's a part of it. And you're looking at what you got here. Marin Hampton, a huge get. QJ, if he keeps ramping up and that materializes in season, that's going to help you. This is an interesting team. This is a fun team to watch. I'm very positive about the Chargers. I like the Chargers. I think they're going to be fun this year. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.